Sexual discipline. The art of not boning when maybe you shouldn't be boning. The art of not fapping when maybe you don't want to be fapping. The art of holding in the nut. Whatever it means to you, there's a reason you clicked on this video. You know, maybe you're getting into it with somebody and you're like, yo, don't really want to bone. Gonna try not to bone. Maybe you're like, you're not with anybody, you're with yourself, and you're like, yo, I keep going fucking Mike Tyson on my meat every single day. I'm gonna try not to do that. Today we're gonna talk about, welcome back to illegal therapy. That was like the most autistic, like, yo, that was like I literally put in a fucking cut there. I put in a filmmaking jump cut without even cutting the video. That's how powerful my autism is. Welcome back to illegal therapy, where I talk about topics that are interesting to me. I'm going to talk about why sexual discipline is so attractive to women, why you should even garner it just for yourself, and like what it means a little bit, and also how to do it. Let's go. Yeah, this is something that let me give you a story. Back in my day, worst sexual discipline in the world, man. Two things. You guys know about my whole, I've been busting nuts since I was 8 years old. You know, not busting nuts. I was watching porn since I was 8 years old, and I didn't quit until I was 20. And the reason that I quit was because, what was it? I was with this girl at the time. Like, this was the demon art girl. You know what I mean? And just like I think I just watched like a YouTube video that said like girls don't want a porn addict, and I was like, oh, fuck. And also, no, I couldn't come, bro. I couldn't come, and I was like, shit. I was like, I need to stop fucking death gripping my shit. I was like, I'm also gonna try to quit porn. I was like, yo, this girl's so hot. I want to be able to enjoy this moment in time with her, if you know what I'm saying. So it was that. I have built up a lot. I used to be the guy, like, I'd fap how many times a day? Minimum twice a day. Wake up, fap. Sleep, go to sleep, fap. Sometimes, like, yo, in grade 7, it's gonna be a long video, I already know it, bro. I can see my tizzy coming up. In grade 7, me and my friend had this gentleman's bet to see who could fap more in one day. I'm not even joking. Like, we couldn't lie. Like, you could lie about it, but, like, gentleman's agreement. He said he did it, like, 21 times. I know. That's absurd. And I was like, fuck you, dude. I went home, and, like, there was, like, a Kick Butowski marathon going on. And I busted 26 times when I was 12. This is on the internet forever, guys, by the way. Just want to let you know, if you ever want to, like, use this footage against me, here it is. So that's how much of an unsexually disciplined person I was. Even besides my first girlfriend, but we were in high school and I didn't even know what a boner. Well, I did. Well, she was too pure. I didn't want to do that shit. Every first date with a girl, I'd have sex with them, and it purely came from a place. I don't say purely, because there was lots of lust and me being a dude. But a lot of it came from a place of insecurity. I was like, yo, if I have sex with them, they will not leave me. They'll be attached, especially if I, super vulgar, but if I finish inside them. That's not how the world works, by the way. It's what I've learned. But I'd try to have sex on every first date. Like, that was my mission. And it was from a very insecure place. Fast forward to now, I've been through my longest... since that first girl, that was like almost 2 years ago, year and a half ago, I have committed to no fap, relapsed a ton, especially in the beginning. I've committed to no porn, relapsed a ton, especially in the beginning too. So I don't masturbate. I want to, a lot. I really want to. I don't masturbate. I don't watch porn. Yo, bro, this is like a sidetrack, but in the beginning, I'd goon. Like, you guys all see the memes of the edging and the gooning? I was the Christopher Columbus of discovering the goon nation, bro. Because in my head, I was like, yo, I'm not going to watch porn anymore. I'm going to goon. Because then I can jerk it and then not. So I don't feel that bad about myself. You know what's so fucked about these videos? Here's another side tangent, guys. Like, all these other self-improvement guys are planning out these scripts and stuff. And I think that's great, because it's been time's been rolling for 5 minutes. Probably like 99% is clicked off. But the people who are still watching, comment goon if you're still watching at this timestamp, by the way. The people who are still watching at this part, like, you guys are going to see all this, like, some clips that you guys are going to hear that I say are just so fucked that some people will never get to. And I wouldn't be able to produce this autism from my mind if I wasn't able to just, like, rant to the camera like this. I did 111 days was my longest semen retention streak. My girlfriend at the time was on summer vacation. We're doing long distance. 111 days I didn't nut. I don't really want to say this because it's a personal story, but, like, because it's, like, a recent story. Should I say it? Let me really think. Let's just say I'm trying to gain sexual discipline in dating life with new people. You know what I mean? I'm trying to not bone right off the bat. Not because it's like, oh, if I don't bone, and we'll get into this, like, I'll give you the tips. But it's like, oh, it's not like, oh, if I don't bone, they're going to think I'm more attractive. For sure, that's, like, a part of it. Because I think sexual discipline is really attractive. But it's more like I just don't want to. And it's not that I don't want to because I don't want to bone. Like, don't get me wrong. Of course, I wouldn't be with a girl if I didn't think she was attractive enough to bone. Like, that's what the fuck. But it's like, it just doesn't feel perfectly right, the right time, you know? Like, those past experiences with those other girls, I would, like, the first date, it didn't feel right when we had sex. It didn't feel right. It was, like, kind of forced. Whoa, didn't mean it like that. Okay, just caught myself there. That's fucked. But it was like it was consensual. Okay, goddamn. Shit. Save my ass these days. 2024. Fuck. Comment Damo is a No, that was a bad joke. If you're at this timestamp, comment. It's a funny thing to comment. Comment consent is king. Now we're gonna get in our heads that consent's king. Consent is king, boys, okay? You fucking... If any one of you guys I find out is one of those fucking guys who deserves to be, like, on, like, a news channel for being a pred, like, just blow up. Just end yourself. No preds, boys. Oh, I don't know, get help. I don't know how that works. I used to watch a lot of Chris Hansen stuff. And I just look at those people and I'm like, fuck. It's kind of funny watching them get caught. Anyways, jeez, where my brain's going is fucked. Sexual discipline. Okay, let's talk about why it's attractive to women. Because so many guys don't have it. I'm not saying, like, you gotta go be a monk and just never bone. Because also that, if it gets... this is what I'm learning right now. If it's too much, is unattractive. Because, like, you know, women want to feel feminine, want to feel desired. Like, if you're just like, oh... If you guys are both, like, I don't know, super Christian, then sure. But if it's like, oh, we're not gonna bone for, like, a year because I want to, like, up my sexual discipline stat, that's kind of cooked, man. You can't be doing that. Okay, where are we with this stupid oh yeah, why is it attractive? One, it shows discipline, because, like, sex and lust is just it's like the peak of dopamine, you know what I mean? And then it'll show her that, like, if you can be disciplined on that, wow, this guy's gonna be disciplined on his business and this and this. It also is, you know, the pride. Everyone says, like, oh, women are the gatekeepers of sex. And a lot of that's true, sure. But this kind of reverses the scripts and shows, like, hey, like, you have enough self-respect for yourself that you're not just going to give up your body to anybody, too. So I don't want to say it's like, oh, become the gatekeeper of sex. As a guy, like, you shouldn't be thinking about it in such a rigid way, or then you're actually just retarded. But it should be like, oh, it's like, okay, now it's, like, equal. You know? The key is just to live authentically. We'll get into that shit more later too. What the fuck is this? Is that a light? Why else is it super hot to girls? Self-restraint, all those good things. I think just like the wiring of humans, of men and women, is like, I think just women are just wired to like guys who are able to have self-control and be disciplined. Because like when the time comes, if you guys like have kids, get into a family, it's gonna be like she's gonna be able to trust you a lot more with lots of like tough decisions. Because she's like, oh damn, he didn't try to bone me on the first date like that demo guy used to try. He's gonna be disciplined in other aspects of life. Yeah, the gatekeeping, the women being the gatekeepers of sex thing, I think is also like important to not fully let that be the case, because you don't want to be in a relationship where like you only have sex on her terms. It should be on both your terms. Okay, whoa, it's a fuck topic, man. Okay, now let's talk about. Oh, I want to add this in because like where it can go too far. We just touched on it a little bit, but it's like it can get too far when the intention of the sexual discipline is purely for the other person. That's what I'm kind of going. That's why hypothetically, if you're trying to withhold that primal urge to do that with somebody for a couple dates, that's fantastic. That's good, I think. But if it's like to a point where you're like, let me give a really crazy one where it's like, you're like, I'm not gonna do this for a whole year because I want to show you that I can be. Now you're doing it for the other person. Now it's not from an authentic place. Now it's not even for the challenge of you trying to up your sexual discipline stat, because you can hold it. Maybe you can hold it for a whole year. Like I know I could withhold sex from a hot girl for as long as I want if it's part of a challenge. But it's like now you're not living to what you actually want. You want to do it. She wants to do it, and you're not going to do it just because of a challenge. That sounds also kind of fucking stupid too. Anyways, so that's where it could go too far. So you always just got to check in with yourself. It's kind of the base of therapy, and just ask yourself like, do I actually want this? And that's just a question that you got to ask for yourself for everything. Is this for the validation of other people, or is this more for myself, or is this for the mutual benefit of both parties? Okay, how do you gain the sexual discipline? Oh, I didn't plan this video because I never planned any of them. So let's kind of figure it out together. Well, I'll tell you, I think the lack of sexual discipline comes from probably some like deep intimacy needs that weren't fully fulfilled. Because all my friends who are like very like low body count guys who, I'll say all. Okay, majority of my friends who are low body count guys, because I know some incels, who were pretty sexually disciplined in the beginning of the relationship, like wouldn't give it up to these girls who wanted it. They have so much self-respect for themselves that they are like, they're not going to give it up to somebody who they don't know at all. You know what I mean? So I guess step one is you got to go garner some self-respect. How do we build self-respect? Well, billions of ways. The way that I'm kind of working right now is like not attaching your self-worth to success and expectations. Attach your self-worth to like the daily work. So right now, huge thing that's been helping my mental health like crazy is my pride and my self-worth is coming so much from just like, putting out the videos. Not them that chick is attractive. I can't look. I don't do that. Damn. That's crazy. My brain's fucked. Yeah, I've been attaching my self-worth to like getting the daily vlogs out, making these videos, trying not to care, just being cognizant and trying not to care about how many views they get. Oh, camera battery's about to die. Okay, step 2. God, this gives me fucking anxiety when it's like bleeping red like that. So yeah, if you up your self-worth, it's going to be so much easier to resist the validation from other people, and you'll be able to have your fun time when you actually both want to or something. Wow, I'm a philosopher. I'm like Aristotle, except I'm retarded and small Chinese boy. Number 2. What was it? I had it in my brain. I was so smart for like a split second. I was like, yeah, this is going to be a good one. Oh. So this is a quote that I'm gonna steal from Way of the Superior Man, because I used to goon in that book when I was like trying to become a super